All right. Somebody told me that a best man speech should only be as long as it takes for the groom to make love. So, thank you. Just kidding.
So awkward. Yeah, Carter!
All right. First off, I'd like to thank everybody involved with making today happen. Jamie's parents, Ray and Charlene, thank you. John, Barbara, thank you. Just everybody for coming today. Thank you. I know a lot of you traveled a long distance to come here, and we really appreciate that. So, again, thank you. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Chris. Me and Pete have been best friends for 26 years. All this time, 26 years together, we've rubbed off on each other, and I can... Easy. Personality-wise. So...
Who invited Jay?
So, he's had a part in developing my sense of humor. So, as much as I'm going to try and make this speech funny, if it's not, you know who to blame. Pete was born October 22nd, 1982. I know that because it's the day after my birthday. And that's probably the only reason I know that. Obviously, I'm a day older than him, so I consider myself the older, wiser, kind of Master Yoda to Pete, a little bit. And I think he agrees. Growing up, Pete was basically my other brother. I even had to share my mom with him. I'm serious. That's how we met. He moved in across the street when he was 4 years old, and my mom babysat him. We've been neighbors since we were 4. We practically shared our entire childhood. We were typical kids growing up, playing tag, hide and seek, guns.
Guns? You play guns?
Fighting over who got to use snake eyes when we played G.I. Joe.
What's G.I. Joe?
During that time, Pete learned some valuable lessons, such as friendship and sharing. If he doesn't remember, he can just look in the mirror and see the scar left by a runaway Matchbox car that perhaps someone didn't share enough with their buddy. If you look around the room, you'll see strength of friendship. Most of Pete's friends have been his friends since childhood, just like me. And Pete's one of the most loyal, honest people I've ever met. And
You love him.
And the bond he makes with people has a lot of strength, and you can see that. Personally, he's been there for me through a lot of difficult situations. We've seen more than our share of tragedies, however large or small they seem to be at the time. Pete always has a way of being the most positive person in the room, pretty much any situation, always helping to crack a smile in a very tense situation, and just lightening everything up generally. But enough about Pete. Jamie. Don't worry, I'll keep it brief. When we met, I thought to myself, wow, this is a really sweet, pretty girl. And then my next thought was, what the hell is she doing with Pete? Seriously.
Seriously.
But I've never seen Pete as happy as he is when he's with you. You understand him. You provide care, loyalty, and love. And I see that every time you guys are together. And I love it. So, you already won his heart. If you're lucky, maybe you can get some real estate on his arm with some ink. I don't know. Play your cards right, it can happen. You know? But it's crazy. You guys are married. You guys are a family. That's legit. Like, just thinking about that, I can visualize you and Jamie holding hands. Pete holding Tabby's leash. Jamie holding Pete's leash. It's magical. Really. It's magical.
Pretty good.
Alright, wrapping it up. I'd like to get you guys involved, if I could. Jamie, could you put your left hand on the table, palm down? Not on the cup, on the table. Thank you. Pete, if you would, put your hand on right hand on top of hers. Alright, Pete. Cherish this moment right now. Because this is the last time you're going to have the upper hand. Seriously, life isn't about finding someone you can live with. It's about finding someone you can't live without. And I think my friend has found that person. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you would raise your glasses, here's a toast to my best friend and his new beautiful wife, to Pete and Jamie.
Yeah, how about a nice round of applause for our best man, Chris, everybody. Great job, sir.